What is up, Tampa Bay? It is your boy Basil Spiridakis, and I am the Tampa Sports Knucklehead, here with another edition of some sports takes. We got a lot to get done today. Let's get started. So can you freaking believe it? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 2-0, and I did not see this coming. Granted, it's against two teams who kind of suck, but you know what? I'm going to give them credit. I'm going to give credit where credit's due, is what I should say. Yes, Carolina's not the greatest team. Their quarterback kind of sucks. And we all know about Cleveland. But hey, man, they took care of business. And there was a lot of positive to come out of this game. The defense is good. They are very good, actually. Geno Hayes, Aqib Talib, and third overall draft pick, Gerald McCoy. That dude's stuffing some holes now. Those guys are playing very physical football right now. They look really good. Now, I'm sorry. You can't be rosy all the time. So I will be slightly negative right now. Barrett Rude. Dude, I'm sorry. You suck. I saw so many missed tackles from you. I saw you on your ass multiple times. I saw you making tackles 10 yards down the field. You're just not that physical. You're not that good. I'm sorry. Okay, yes, I should be more positive. I shouldn't be negative. But man, we've got to do something about this middle linebacker situation. He seems to be the weakest point on this defense. Okay, but going back to being positive. Cadillac Williams, although I think he's averaging like 2.5 a carry, dude's carrying a load right now. And he's wearing defenses out, for sure. And you got to give credit to Josh Freeman. Josh Freeman, although he was 12 of 24, that doesn't look all that great. But look at what he did on third down. Kept the chains moving. He was 6 of 9 on first down, and he even ran for a couple of first downs. He improvised. He made plays. He also didn't turn the ball over, which is huge for a young quarterback. The play that stuck out for me, there was a screen play, okay? He rolled out, offensive lineman went down the field, and he saw that his man that he was supposed to pass to was being covered, did the smart thing, threw it on the ground. Hey, it counts as incompletion, but it was very smart. It would have been a penalty or worse. I'm going to go ahead and throw you guys for a swerve and talk a little lightning. That's right. The Bolts are back. Preseason started, and they won their first preseason game, beating Dallas 4-2. Got to give some props to my boy Adam Hall. 2 goals on the night. Looked solid. Hey, kind of hard to give any kind of prediction now with the preseason starting up, but they look very good. They look very sharp, and they look very well coached. Look out for the Bolts this season. Moving on to college football, Florida State defeated BYU last week. Now, I thought it was going to be a squeaker, but Florida State, they went ahead, they took over and took care of business, winning 34-7. Christian Ponder, not so sharp, and I think the guy is playing with a lot of pressure. He's got the Heisman hype behind him. He is a senior quarterback that's got, a big draft stock on him. And, he looks like he's playing tense. And he did not look good in that first half. But in the second half, I don't know what clicked. I don't know if maybe he just got hit a couple times, it loosened him up. But it looked like he was having a lot more fun. And that's what's been missing from Ponder this season from last season. Last season, it looked like he was having fun. He was running. He was deking guys. He was throwing it deep. And the offense was moving. This season, the offense has been kind of stale. But in the second half, they really moved the ball along. Ponder, you got to give the guy a lot of credit, but the credit definitely full credit goes to the defense. Defense shut down BYU. BYU's not a powerhouse. They're not an offensive juggernaut, but man, they only held them to 200 yards total offense, and to me, that's pretty impressive. Florida Gators went ahead and whooped up on Tennessee, and you got to give Urban Meyer some props, man. That guy has got brass nuts going for it, going for a fake punt on 4th and long when the game was tied. That was huge, considering Tennessee was moving the ball. But defensively, the Gators were there, man. John Bostic with that interception in the end zone, you got to give that kid a lot of credit. He played hard. He's, I think, probably the second best player on the team next to Jelani Jenkins. That kid is that kid's first round material all the way. But at the same time, you got to go with some negatives too. Remember, this isn't all about being rosy. Brantley, that kid had all the time in the world to throw, and there was like no zip on his ball. A lot of them, they fell to the ground. A lot of them were just over his receivers' heads, next to his receivers. I was trying to figure out what the heck was going on with that kid. He wasn't getting a lot of pressure. He just wasn't getting it together. So it's still a maturation process for him, and I think eventually the Gators' offense will start to gel. Tampa Bay Rays, way to go ahead and slump now towards the end of the season. And also, way to back into the playoffs. Are you kidding me? As of this video, they're 2.5 of the Yankees and just got their butts kicked twice at Yankee Stadium and have lost 3 in a row and have lost 4 of the last 5. That is not playoff baseball. It's time to do emails. We got an email here from Sharon. Sharon is actually from New York. It says real big, NYC. Dear Knucklehead, how did you feel about Derek Jeter and the criticism he received for last week's non-hit by pitch? Okay, I see that you're a Yankee fan, and honestly, I'm actually okay with what he did, and I'll tell you why. He's just trying to get on base. He's just trying to help his team win. Now, what I didn't like was his little acting job. Oh, I broke my arm. Oh, no, dude, you were fine. It didn't even touch you, okay? It was a terrible acting job. Not even Grammy-worthy, dude. Now, but like at the same time, he's just trying to win the game. He's trying to get on base. And you know what, though? They almost won that game because Granderson then hit a 2-run bomb. Now, see, that's what people are more upset about. The fact that he faked his way onto base and then Granderson hit that bomb. If they would have won that game, I think there actually would have been more controversy. But considering they lost that game, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Now, Jeter is still going to go down as one of the greatest baseball players, not just Yankees, baseball players ever. But it might hurt his rep a little bit with that really lame acting job. This upcoming weekend, the Rays host Seattle. Please, Rays fans, go to the stadium. I know I've said it 1,000 times, but please fill the juice box up. The Bucks host Pittsburgh. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one. Pittsburgh's D is awfully tough, but they are struggling offensively. The Seminoles host Wake Forest. I think Florida State rolls in that one, but I probably just jinxed them. UF hosts Kentucky. Listen, Kentucky has lost 23 in a row to the Gators and make it 24. And USF is hosting Western Kentucky. That will be a blowout, but it should be a fun game to watch. So go to Ray J and check that out. All right, guys, go ahead and email me, tampaknucklehead@gmail.com, with questions or comments. Please get to me. I like reading them online. I enjoy it. Also, you can go ahead and you can put it in the comments section here on YouTube or at whtbmagazine.com. Follow me on Twitter at TPAKnucklehead, and also follow the magazine at What's Hot T-Bay. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.